Carol of the Bells, Pentatonix version. Really looking forward to seeing this. Actually, it was funny, or hearing it technically, because what's funny is I've only seen the live version of this and them doing the live performance, so I haven't actually heard the studio performance. So it's cool to compare the live version and the studio version because they're different. You know, some things are possible to do in the studio that aren't possible to do live. Some things are possible to come off better live than they do in the studio. So I personally, as a musician, love seeing the contrast between live performance and studio performance. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Jacob Restituto, and I'm a musician from Northport, New York. And let's get right into this Pentatonix track, Carol of the Bells. Staccato. Great panic. 3/4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow, cool layer bass. Nice.
Sweet silver bells all seem to say, throw cares away, Chris.
This is definitely a Mitch track. This was a great placement for his voice. I just, you know, I'm super familiar with their music. Them as singers, and this I feel like is totally something that Mitch is gonna rock. Like this is a Mitch track for sure. And I forgot that he was the lead singer on this, and I'm glad that he did it, or at least starting it, because like it just, I don't know, there's something about him starting the song that it's really convincing.
Sweet silver bells all seem to say, throw cares away, Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Ding dong, ding dong, that is the song with joyful ring, all caroling. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they pound, raising their sound, on hills and dales, telling their tales. Merry, merry, while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here, very, very merry, merry Christmas, merry, 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 merry Christmas.
Oh, hold on a sec. Let me hit that.
Christmas is here, very, very merry, merry Christmas.
Okay, for everybody doubting, you know, look, I mean, I have proof from conversation with, you know, I should find the clip and I should post it, but people saying, oh no, it's all done without layering vocals. No, they totally layer vocals, and here is a great example. Listen to Mitch singing "Merry, Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas." You can hear that is a great example of pop layering vocals. It sounds great, it's thick, but there's something different than a single low vocal, and you can kind of hear slightly that there's like two going at the same time for two reasons. You can hear that the syllable, not syllabus, it's the consonants aren't perfectly lined up, but also there's a slight, I don't know, man, you know what? I should post a video or something like that about explaining like layering of vocals, because once you hear it, you can't unhear it. There's this like chorusy effect of like this slight modulation, and that's what actually makes it thicker, is because, so when you sing the same thing, when you sing one thing, you sing this pitch, right? When you try to sing that exact pitch again, you're a human, and there's no way you're going to sing it on the exact same frequency, because between every note, there's 100 cents, you know, 100 cents flat or sharp, you know. So that being said, like, you could be, you know, you could be 3 cents sharp here and 4 cents flat here, and that's a difference of 7 cents. And that creates, and, you know, the cents are also, you know, converted to hertz, which are, you know, now we're getting real technical, which are wavelengths. So if you have one wavelength like this and one slightly different, they're not perfectly lined up, and they create this chorusy effect, which is what a chorus is like the chorus effect is a modulation, of slight pitch modulation. And that's what that slight pitch deviation creates, a fatness, because it's not off enough for you to be like, oh, that's flat or sharp. It creates this thickness, and that's why people layer vocals. But this is listen closely to Mitch's vocals here, and when he says "Merry, Merry Christmas," right?
Merry, 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 Merry Christmas, Merry, 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 Merry.
Can you hear the layering in there? Hear how it's different. Look at, I'm sorry. Here's how it. Listen to "Merry Christmas" and then go to "On They Send." There's a difference in the sound of the vocals. This is actually a great lesson on layering of vocals.
Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas, Merry, 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 Merry Christmas. On they send, on without
Hear the difference?
their joyful tone to everyone.
Ooh, nice echo. Wow, cool contrast. Pulled out a lot of the reverb.
bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away. We will throw cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek in the bold. Bringing cheer.
Okay, let's talk about this. This is a really cool section right here because they're kind of they're giving you as a listener a breather because this song is kind of like almost anxiety invoking. It's like da 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 da. You know, it's like it's it's a little like it's tense. I don't know what it is. Like the melody, the repetition of the melody, the speed. There's so many factors of it. Like, but it creates this like, whoa, there's a little anxiety building, right? But here it's like almost a little reprise. It's like oh. Okay, we can take a breath. It's not that like crazy like melody again, and it gives you just a second to breathe, and then I'm sure they'll bring it back. But it's a cool section in here. This is great arranging. I would assume that Ben Bram is typically involved in the arranging. So whether it be whoever was involved in this, they did a really good job at deciding to say, hey, let's not just keep it crazy. Let's have dynamics, right? Loud and soft, or loud and quiet, I guess, really. Or hard and soft, I guess would be the contrast. When I said, oh, that's a cool contrast earlier, is they had in the ding dongs was a big sound, big reverb, and then after the ding dong section, they actually pulled out a lot of reverb, and it was more like a closeness of singing. And it was like, oh, that's cool. Went from really big room to really close room, which just it was a cool way to draw the listener back in and be like, oh, we're still here, just me and you, kind of thing.
Oh, how they pound, raising their sound, o'er hill and dale, telling their tales. While people sing songs of good cheer, Christmas is here. Merry, 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 merry Christmas.
So many good vocals, man.
Merry Christmas. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
It's good, the sliding of the bass. Nice. I like the lift. Dude, to stay in time with this is remarkable. Ooh, a Picardy third. Okay, let's talk about that. Picardy third is when you're in a minor key. I don't know why it hasn't paused. Whatever. A Picardy third is when you're in a minor key, and then you're playing minor, 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 and then the last chord you do instead of minor is a major. That is a Picardy third. Very cool rendition of this track. Yeah, cover. I guess you could call it it's cover. It's not. They didn't write it. So this was sick, man. I love this. This is really cool, and I love the instrumental, man. Like you don't hear. I'm guilty of this too, as a musician and songwriter. Like, I don't leave enough instrumental in my music, and I love hearing it in other people's music. And I'm like judging other people for like, oh, we need more music, instrumental, we need more instrumental. I should do some more in my own music. But I love the fact that they left the instrumental here. Like, there was like a minute and a half of just straight instrumental, and like, there's something nice about that. Like, I don't know, we need more of that in the music industry, and I really like that they did that.